Hi, my name's Bryant and I'm GDIF's Marketing and Audiences Officer. My role consists of supporting all things marketing and audiences throughout the entire festival. During the festival, I'll be dotted around, capturing different bits of content through the different events, and engaging with audience members and making sure we're capturing the vibe of the festival in the best way possible. And as volunteers, you can massively be a part of that role. You're often the sole person an audience member will interact with on the day, and as a volunteer, you're representative of the festival. So your role is also centered around engaging festival attendees and giving them the best experience possible on the day. During your shifts, you'll need to know what event is taking place. And some key details about it. The audience will be full of questions, but don't be afraid. If you get stuck on any of those questions or how to answer them, just reach out to your team leader for guidance, and they'll be happy to help. Some things you could talk to them about: you can ask them if they've been to the festival before, make them aware that GDIF is a free outdoor arts festival with theatre, dance, circus and spectacle, and really let them know the wider picture of what GDIF is all about. You can tell them some of the events we have coming up on the day. You can find out more information about all this stuff on the brochure. So don't be afraid if you don't know this stuff. Just head to the website or give them a brochure, have a look in the brochure yourself. It will become clearer. You can tell them about GDIF's access provisions. It's a huge part of GDIF's identity and what we do and what we offer to audiences. So it's always nice to shout about that and highlight it. Talk about British Sign Language interpreted shows, touch tours, audio description, all of that stuff, and ask them how they heard about GDIF. It's interesting to hear how our audiences are brought into the events and how we can kind of better that offering and how we can spread it to more people and make the events as successful as possible. So hearing how people heard about GDIF is always really important to hear. And it's really important to offer them recommendations if they're wondering where to go next. It's good to have a good idea of the timeline for that day and the whole festival. So if they ask, you can then say, oh, go here. I recommend this. This will be particularly stunning. Or if they have particular access provisions, it's good to know what will work particularly for them. As well as your help during the festival, we'll also need your help to raise the profile of the events and the awareness of the events prior to the festival itself to make sure we get as many audience attendees and make it as big of a festival as possible. A great way to do that is to help us with flyering shifts ahead of the festival. I did this last week. If you choose to fly with us, you'll collect some printed marketing materials about GDIF, flyers, brochures, etc. And you'll take them to a target location and give them to some local people. Simply holding out a flyer or asking if someone's been to the festival before or saying, hi, do you like free art? That's the best way to grab someone's attention, start a conversation and encourage them to come to the festival, because we want to make it as big as possible this year and get as diverse range of audience as we can. Remember, the festival's for everyone. It's for families, it's for people on their own, those with access needs, and people that are super engaged in the arts, or maybe someone who's never been to the arts before. After your shifts, you'll return to the meeting point, return your remaining flyers, and that'll be it. And thank you so much for helping us with this. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you all in person. And thank you so much for signing up and giving your time to GDIF.